and welcome back to MTN Live. I'm here with Melissa Boyce. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. So she's here to tell us about High Country Mom.
Yes.
What is High Country Mom? What is that?
I'm glad you asked. High Country Mom, I moved here about 2.5 years ago, and I'm from Virginia. And whenever we moved here, there wasn't one place that I could go to find all the preschools, all the daycares, all the school information, or there wasn't one place that you could really connect as a community for moms and families. And so I created High Country Mom so that families could connect, moms could connect, ask each other questions, really build a community and a sisterhood so that we could help one another. I work outside the home, so I have a lot more connections than most families that move here. And so it's nice to be able to share those with everybody.
Wonderful. What a great, and it is a blog. Yes?
It is. It is a blog. So we're constantly blogging every day. There's always something to do here. So we're constantly blogging every day. We have, photographers on there. We have Chick-fil-A on there and talking about, all the events that they do to give back. I don't know if you know this, but Honey Bear Campground has a Saturday night movie every night.
I did not know that.
And they serve s'mores and everything.
Oh my
goodness. And it's all outside. And so, those kinds of things that we blog about and just let the community know, because most people don't know those kinds of things.
You don't have to be a mom to go, right?
No, not at all.
I'm not a mom yet,
yes,
so.
We did honor of Robin Williams' Night at the Museum was this past Saturday.
Oh, I bet that was wonderful.
That was great. That was great.
Well, good. That sounds like a lot of fun. So it's really and also a great way to check out some events that are upcoming in the community. So what other information can we find on the blog?
What's great this week, obviously back to school. We homeschool and we do traditional school as well. And so this week the topic was School Part 1, and it was all the lunches and how to feed the brain instead of the cravings. And so I was giving them breakfast, lunch, and snacks, especially for families on the go, trying to come up with some creative ideas. And then we also did Part 2, which is my favorite, traditions. And so we talked about the back to school pictures, and we talked about a letter, Dear Chase, and it talked about playing with the one kid that is sitting in the corner and doesn't have any friends, and just teaching values and things like that. So it was a fun one to talk about, neat little traditions that you can build with your family. And
well, that's fantastic. That's a great way to get new ways of parenting too, to kind of incorporate. And how many children do you have?
I have 2, and it was so much fun because we did do the little pictures, and we did the prayers and all these things, and it was so neat to see everybody after I posted that blog, all my Facebook friends and everyone out there doing the same thing with their kids.
Great.
It was so neat.
Yeah, that's a great way to make those memories, and sometimes being a parent, I'm sure, is so busy, and some of those things can slip through the cracks, and this is a great way
it's another school year, and you're off and running. And
right,
so,
but this is a great way to kind of put it together on one page to help you remember the small things that matter.
It is, and hopefully that's what the blog does.
Great. And how many people do you reach on your blog?
We reach about 1,000 people right now on the blog, and we also have a Facebook page that is instantly connected, and so you can go to the Facebook page, friend the group. It's not a private group, but it's a group on Facebook, and we're constantly talking about festivals, fairs, what are you doing with your kids, which soccer teams are good to go with, and asking all those questions. Or I think on Blowing Rock started kindergarten, and everyone was like, okay, Blowing Rock parents, we're meeting at Kilwins, for ice cream, or those kinds of things. So it was neat.
That's great.
Last month we hosted an event, and I just randomly invited, because I love to build a community, and so I randomly invited everyone on my Facebook group, as well as that reads my blog, to the Fun Factory. And I paid for the event, and Earth Fare brought in pizza and mint cheese, brought in free frozen yogurt, and it was all free. And so we invited everyone that reads the blog, and 150 people showed up.
Wow, that is awesome.
It was pretty cool. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That is wonderful.
Thank you. And we have a lot of moms that are moving in from Samaritan's Purse or the university and things like that. And so in September, we're going to have a down-home potluck and invite all new moms that are coming in.
That is wonderful. So. What a great way to welcome new families into our community.
Thank you.
I'm sure being a parent, it's nice to find other parents who may have children that are going through the same things that they,
Absolutely.
the same things, and to be able to form a friendship over that as well, and create friends. Because moms need friends too.
We do, we do, we do.
So what a great support group that is. And so what are some of the new things that are coming up for your blog?
Wow, we are planning to do a list of all the back-to-school activities, anything and everything. We'll connect a lot with High Country Rec because they have a list of all the back-to-school activities, and we try to partner with anybody that we can, Explore Boone, things of that nature. But we're going to do our down home potluck in September, and the dates will be on the blog. We're going to do camping and getting outdoors with the kids. I have another blogger that helps me with all that, and getting kids, raising your kids outdoors, raising kids on the Blue Ridge Parkway, and really reminding everybody to take advantage of that. And then we're also going to have a Polar Express party at Honey Bear Campground with the little red jolly guy and everything. So and that'll be in November, December timeframe.
Oh, that is fantastic. What a great movie that is, too. It's a favorite.
It is.
There's something I just kind of thought about. What about, young couples and families? I bet this would be a great outlet for those who are expecting their first child.
It is. Yes, it really is. We had a gentleman that that I know really well, and we were talking, and he was like, well, where should we get babysitters, and what should we do about this, and and really validating their feelings because they're first-time parents, and help.
Yes, I would be the one who would be messaging you. Okay, I read this on your blog,
right.
but I would be the one who would be annoying you with all the questions because I would be scared to death.
And we have really cool people that give back. We have a doula, nurse practitioners, and they're always chiming in with each other, which is so helpful. It is.
Great. Well, you have built a wonderful site. That sounds fantastic. And so, tell us about mompreneurs. Let's see if I say that right.
A friend of mine, her name is also Melissa. She Facebooked me last night, and this is what I love, that High Country Mom just continues to build and grow, and people are taking ownership of it. It's not me, it's everybody else. And she said, Melissa, I have an idea for your blog. And I'm like, what is it? And she said, you need to create mompreneurs. And I'm like, what a great idea. And so I'm offering to anybody that wants to be a mompreneur, it'll be up next week, that you can email me if you do Origami Owl or any way you support your family. It can be farms, maybe sell eggs and honey and pork. It can be Young Living Oils, and I'll put you up there, or photographers. We have a lot of mom photographers here, which is exciting. And it can be them, and we'll put them on the blog, and there'll be a mompreneur page. And if they get any negative feedback, then I'll have to take them off. But I want it to be people you can really trust, and because that's what I think people depend on me to know. She's checked them out. She knows they're okay, and so so mompreneurs will be a fun little addition.
Well, that's fantastic, and what a great trust you've built for those looking to have that extra information.
Yes.
If they're in a new area or just wanting to try something new.
Right.
So that's a really great service you provide.
Thank you.
I know they're very appreciative of it too. And then, is there anything else you want to tell us about?
I would love to offer, if anyone's interested, I offered it to Boone Chamber members, and so if anyone's interested and would like to put an ad on my site, if you'll contact me by the end of August, I would be happy to do a free month for you.
Wow, that's fantastic.
It's a $75 value, and I'd love to, I have a servant's heart. That's what God gave me, and so I'd love to help in any way I can get your word out.
That is fantastic. And who usually advertises with you?
Well, my advertisers right now, I like to do something a little different. I don't just post you on my Facebook page or my blog and then just leave you alone. For example, Chick-fil-A, last month they did Isabella Propella, and they gave away a free book, and the author came in and he signed, and so we did a big promotion on that, and we talked about it on Facebook, and we talked about it on the blog, and they do mornings out with I can't remember, Mini Moo, and free breakfast for the kids and things like that. But Chick-fil-A and Menchie's is great, and they actually, anyone that goes to Menchie's, yummy yogurt, and it's really healthy for you, they do a buy one, get one half off, only for High Country moms. So if you say you're a High Country mom, you get buy one, get one half off.
Wow,
and Honey Bear Campground, Casa Rustica, and so there's some really great people in this community.
And what's the website?
HighCountryMom.com.
Wonderful. That's easy to remember.
Yes. We try to make it simple. And then whenever you're on Facebook, it's just Facebook High Country Mom. So you can find us there.
Well, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for
Thank
sharing
you.
that. And
I
thank you
appreciate it.
for the service you provide to all the mothers here in the High Country.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We'll be right back after this.